Good afternoon and greetings to our wonderful parents and guardians of our fantastic Wildcats. It's Miss Peterson here, and I just want to do a brief rationale behind our latest schedule. I want to thank you in advance for your flexibility, your patience, and your grace. For some of you, you're like, why did we switch the schedule? I want to let you know that as a leader, I am tasked with reviewing the data and providing the optimal learning environment. And so, that being said, our former schedule had interventions at the end, and you would know that as the ELD ALD block. And what we were finding from our data is only 52% of our students were returning to class after lunch. And so that's problematic when we really needed to reach these kids in small groups. And so I also took that into consideration with the feedback you provided as parents, as seeing a decline in engagement from your own children at home the longer they were on the screen. So we're going to split our day into synchronous learning and asynchronous. And what synchronous is in person with a teacher there with the normal instruction, and asynchronous simply means student self-paced. All right. So we'll have our traditional schedule, what we've been doing with math, science, and literacy in the morning. And then we moved that small group segment up, hoping that we could reach more of those students in the morning. That's a strong commitment from 7:45 to noon that students follow the synchronous learning atmosphere. All right. We do have a longer lunch. So if your child is somebody who needs a snack, the breaks didn't change. We have breaks in between each block. They can quickly grab a snack and gear up for learning. But we will take lunch from 12 to 12:45, and after that, it is asynchronous. One of the things I'm excited about, I'm going to talk about directly, is going to be this independent content work. The feedback that I received from parents was these three blocks up here seem to be very fast paced for some of our students, and it wasn't an ideal time to ask the teacher to slow down or to ask a lot of questions. And so, in the schedule switch, you will have an opportunity to ask specific questions during this one on one support time. And I will use myself as the example. Let's say I was in Mrs. Dean's math class and I just wasn't getting how the windows were actually arrays. All right. But we were moving along and I tried to keep up, but I just had some questions. I would pop into Mrs. Dean's office hours. I would explain to her, okay, Mrs. Dean, I've tried question 5 and 6. Here's my math. It's just not clicking for me. And Mrs. Dean could provide some one on one instructional support just for me. And so we'll have these office hours for kids to pop in and out as they need to and ask questions. If your son or daughter wants to stay for the whole hour, that's fine as well. I encourage you as a parent, if you have any questions on the instruction, this is an ideal time to pop in as well. I would ask parents that we, keep this as a sacred spot for questions about the content and the learning, not as a time to talk about anything else outside of that that may be a personal nature. Please schedule an appointment with a teacher. But we will have these segments for students to pop in and get their questions answered in their own time, which is really different from small groups where it could be a tailored skill to, 5 to 6 students. As now I have an opportunity in the afternoon to review a teacher's lesson, ask some questions, and get some more support. All right. So that's the nice part from 12:45 to 2:15. And then we're going to have our drop-in craft corner. That's always there from 12:45 to 1:45, and it really is student paced. If you have a student who needs to be there every day for the step-by-step instructions, we are here for that student. Or if you have the student that can get it from the video, jump off the screen and complete the craft corner project, we want to respect that learning style as well. The end goal is still the same. Students need to have their Flipgrid recorded and uploaded to the appropriate craft corner teacher for the week so that they can get credit. All right. Still going to make sure we record our progress on Flipgrid for credit. I hope that gives you an overview of the latest changes in our schedule. Should you need further clarification, please know that you can reach me via email or give me a call at the school, 303-755-0323. Thanks for your support. Have a great day.